So Maling, if you can just go ahead and give us the insight of the issue we're having right now in the Gambia about childbirth issue,
Yep.
women mortality rate. Yeah.
Do you want me to speak Mandinka, Wolof? What do you want me to speak?
All is your choice. Whatever you're comfortable with, I guess,
I'm comfortable with anything, but I think all our followers are speaking very good Wolof or Mandinka because we want them to know what is happening. So
that's it. That's it.
Okay, so Alas is here, and he can also probably speak in Wolof for others too, if possible.
okay. Yeah.
That's it. Something.
And Binta can join us too. So
yes.
And
of course Sam can speak in English if you just to make sure that everything is diverse. We can also do that.
We can do it in English and Mandinka. We can do it both. It's fine.
All right, perfect. All right, Mbalin, what is your take on this whole thing? What is the issue? How can we, what do we need to do?
Yeah, it's just I think we all need to come together. Like I said, I'm going to speak Mandinka. Mol be nyantanala together to work on this because it's something very big for one person. It's like Niko Yajatolo Nijaneko Mokilo Tamuta. Because we have a lot of matunga Mandinka for Ngakuya Mal Sokomi Alonko Axembo Wartal Puru Group Kilo. So number one in Bemin Folomole, we are ready to work with anybody. Right now, as Ntolbe Diamuka Nyaminteng, a patient to Sotomi along Kabikanving, I yellow in Akono Borensi is 9 months pregnant, and Yanta Wulula. So, Sain Kanfi at transfer Banjunle, and allow yellow you O positive. Like if anybody want to save her life, will be better Alabakela because not post jail. Number two, Ntolu Malafini yellow problem or Antol left the Purka yellow nim blood bank do coke banjun. So nila moldi amada jebare mi fanyo lo nyinti ko frijo tije mbe yelo nyi mabola dami. So wale atina ka mol sort of stand by, but sometimes like near modul call mini yalon ko they are the same group number with this person ko kon trouble talaman tarja. Go problem of financial dollars. So right now no problem of minti mbe nyanta tila la nga jube nyinku mba sort out la nyadira because it's getting worse every day. Yalo wo imalo wo molbe fakantingo tola luwol wolu and that's something it could be avoidable. Amanyana kela. Yeah. Intela miralo.
Excellent. Okay. All right. So Sam and Alas, do you guys want to add something to that? And what is your view?
I think that is something for some medicine.
Sam, we can hear you.
I didn't hear what he said.
I said that is something for you, medicine.
Oh well, well, I'm not a doctor, but I just this whole thing is really very discouraging and very, very, very disappointing to see such things happening in our country. One of the priorities that should have been for this government is people's health, the healthcare, the overall healthcare overhaul would have been a very good thing to do. I would take that rather than going to build some roads somewhere else. Healthcare is of paramount importance, and I think the government really needed to focus on that. And unfortunately, they didn't do that. So, what do we do? What do we do? Is crucial, important, because people are losing their lives. We are losing people because of healthcare. And I think this is something that they really need to prioritize and get on it right now. Get on it right now to make sure that all the hospitals are equipped with the tools and technology that they need. If it means spend $3, 4, 5, 6, 7, $10 million, do it. Do it and get that out of the way. Suspend that road construction. Let's take care of people first before you talk about, building roads somewhere else. So I think it's very important that and when they do the budget, and I don't understand when they do the budget why the Minister of Health does not have this kind of thing in their plan. People leave. We need history. when we live. We have to look at what passed, and what impact does that have on our community or on our society, and think about ways to make that better. So when the budget comes, if we had troubles, we've had problems with people needing blood and can't get blood. And from what I'm hearing is sometimes some places says because they don't have a refrigerator. That's a shame. That's a shame for a country to say we don't have a hospital to say we don't have a refrigerator to store blood. That's ridiculous. Is unacceptable. At any level, it should not happen. If it means even if it's electricity, hospitals need to be equipped with generators so that they can have power supply 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, so that they can also supply electricity to refrigerators and freezers that they need to be able to store their supplies. So lack of blood because they don't have a refrigerator, that's nonsense. That's really is unacceptable. Nobody should. It's a shame for anybody to even say that. When the country, we are seeing how much money is getting spent on unnecessary things, and even things that are necessary. Healthcare is priority over those. So people's health should take priority over anything else. We need to be able to save lives. One life lost is too many. Yeah. So the government really need to refocus, especially the Minister of Health, need to take this seriously and do something. Suspend anything that you need to suspend and focus on people's health. Get the tools, technology, and supplies in all the hospitals so that they can take care, the hospitals can do their job and take care of people and stop losing lives. So I'm going to stop here for a minute and give you a chance.
All right, Sam. So Binta.
Thank you, Sam.
Yes. Thank you, Sam. Then Binta, what is your take on this? Is that for or any other language? Or Wolof?
Okay. Brother Momodou, because Gambia women life man soul follow every day long. Ika duale rest in peace for a bata and dolbeje ini dingol katani wala dolbeje ike dingol letu mol bulsa o dindingol balundi nya kota ke mol kana plan do nyine kotanki so akodi ya musiata ni ajibe masakunda kodo men ika kodo men bondi Minister of Health nyanto kodo kala dame bukake woto Senegal jan Senegal be nebor ba Senegal membe Gambia jan right now amantara Senegal musol batata mol wurta mole kuwa bege because kabinga me women's life mata finti ta finti la kango wulendi dunia e moy masakunda mol silanta hani bi ninde kuma dolbe dia mola akwa adingo be kumbola no makaye ko kana kumbu aga be kumbola no mafena sa ala jeba nkaye ko kana ofo nkaye ni ala sonte be dingo nyimaji pero konon me ana fo asilanta le ko membe kirim bankuka
Oh my goodness. Wow. That's very touchy.
Yeah.
Like it looks like putting yourself in that situation. I mean, like
yeah. I do that. I have that situation too. There is a lady me alonko I am called no after the match akunya ko temang hani kono lebena because the still are enough. So when she was going to labor, I am contact akunya kata labor lede kata banjun lanka you are going to be fine, and she died. She died after she gives childbirth. I will always have that one in my memory. Yeah. So and after I mean I didn't also call for operator came out the school or kata so no solima I check for after 6 hours after bunko na the makili because they too. Yeah.
That's sad. That's sad. Alice, what do you say? What do you think? What do you think about this situation, Alice? What is your take?
Yeah, my take is just that everything is sad when I hear the problems we're having. it should not be, as some said. You know, there is a lot of millions and billions, and even to hear, to odd the imagination that we don't even have a refrigerator in a hospital, and everybody is driving the costliest car. How much is refrigerator? So there must be something wrong, you know. I mean, what Sam said is true because the health should be priority above oil, you know. I mean, and this is not a problem of only women, as people think. I think this is a general problem because the women are also married to men. The fathers of the children are also men, you know. I'm even disappointed that always the women should wake up and then say something about this thing. It's, I think, both sides concerned. It should not be only seen as, oh, that is women's problem. No, who gave them the problem? The men. So, I mean, everybody should be responsible. You know? When we say we don't want somebody who come and kill, and what is going on now, I think we have to think about it. You know, I think this is very serious, and then people should be sensitized to know that they can offer, I mean, blood to other people, especially in the hospitals, not only their own relatives, but as you said, when they don't have a place of conservation.
Yeah, that's the big
That's,
problem. Yeah.
that
Yeah.
you cannot blame the people.
Yeah,
You
we
know?
have a lot of people who are
And
there
people
ready
don't
to
have
donate.
time.
Yeah.
Yeah, and people don't
We
have
have a lot of
time.
peoples. Yeah.
You know, people don't have the time to be to standing there and in the hospital the whole day. You know? That's why conservation is very important and vital. So I think this is something. Even somebody can volunteer and buy a refrigerator. You know, not even talking about the government. The last time I saw that even this Jao from Banjul made these toilets in the hospital there. Sometimes I ask myself, what is our government doing? I mean, the government cannot do everything. I can say, okay, but there are certain vital, important things. I think, as Sam said, this should be a priority because people should not go to hospital to die. They go to hospital to get healthy. So if we come to the situation that people have the fear to go to the hospital because they are going to die, then it's something wrong. Then we have to look everything again. A pregnant woman should not have fear to go and deliver. You know, that is only happening in our place right now. But if you look at other countries, our neighbors, go to Senegal also. Even when Gambians have problems, they have to move to Senegal, which is the same. You know, what they have and how they organize themselves, we could have done it also. Gambia is a small place, you know. But when we are talking about refrigerator, that alone, I think, should give the government something to think. You know, we should not rule by trial and errors. You know, and this is our problem. You know, everybody is trying, whether he knows his job, whether he can't, he's doing what he wants and how he thinks is okay. And that is dangerous. You know, it's just like we are in a boat and without a place to go. We are just floating. Everybody is trying. There's no professionals, you know. Even if you say you have a problem with your refrigerator, everybody will come and say, I am an expert. You know, and they definitely know that they cannot, but they need money. So this culture, we're having it from top to bottom. If you just look, whether it's the politic or the opposition or all these things, you know, people don't know what to do and how to do it correctly. So you come to the government, it's catastrophic. You know, how can you be a minister? You don't even know what to do, but you are there. So these are the things that are not helping us. You know, I mean, the Minister of Health, I can give him respect because he knows, and he was in Europe, he knows how it goes. But I don't know whether he has this mandate to say, okay, it should be done like this by force, because there he's also having a boss. Sometimes the command, the how to call it, should come from the boss. You know, so the boss should make sure that he's having also very good advisors, so that he doesn't make any mistake. You know, I know that it's not easy to be a president. You know, because you cannot even say I went to the college of a president or I went to the university of a president. But if you know that you are not, because we are all human beings, many presidents cannot, but they are very, very strong just because of the advisors and the people surrounding them. So nobody knows that this man is weak. Well, we don't know that. You know, so these trials and errors that's why we have this problem. Because normally it should not be even a topic in the Gambia. Because
Right.
if I can build some streets costing billions, then I can just take just not even quarter of it. And
Exactly.
I'll have 6 refrigerators and save a lot of lives because that is more important. I mean, people need also roads. I know roads are also important because without the roads, maybe the ambulance cannot drive on it. But what do we have from it? I'm hearing here that people, pregnant people, have to pay the ambulance, just imagine, so that this ambulance can drive them. So what if when they don't have money? That means that is
So
dangerous.
yeah.
So that's what I just wanted to touch, and then it's very sad anyway when I hear the problems people are having.
Right. Very good insight, Alas. Malin and uh,
Mhm.
Malin, since you are, you know, you and your daughter are the ones came out, Women Lives Matters, and you've been talking about this for a while. What progress have
Yeah.
you guys seen so far? Because it looks like I thought the issue was under control, and I'm pretty sure my guys here also thought that because we had you on the
Yeah.
show like a month.
Yeah, it's very sad. I wish I could tell you that we have no more issue, but we have big issue, because like I say, being a letter will send First Lady's office, President office, even American embassy. We just looking for somebody to come. Let's all work together because assemble waratala number one, the doctors and the nurses at the hospital imantara ila dokuo ke kan at all.
Okay,
Nia
Nico
Yonko,
Mantarela
yeah.
Duko Keka, what is it? Can you specifically say? It's our phone.
Bidding a women's life matter commands an inside them and I mean witness yeah. Even they give somebody wrong blood. Me I don't it's only a blood group number for Tolly. Be a blood group because the lady from my village, Sukutan Kolom. I am command upon your consulate a yellow la de Barunuko na blood group munina. Think I okay. Nga yellow diala. So always we send the team member to go to the hospital. So being the team members all tata. But anyway, that lady get fired. But I think she should be on the jail instead of sitting on her house because more lose her life. So then I don't understand how can they even employ somebody me along among her a broad group number from Bondignot.
So lack of
Da kumo
education.
kuyara wala jam ko buo.
Oh, it's bad. Secondly, ni na mall tata hospital take a minjeji. Abala fa waratala because hana madungo me alonko. Inte fa patient to do ya fanya abe siring ntolonga yele sabala diala yele flu diala kilo mo nyinto taji so kilo mo nyinga be tol no sol de malia ye mandinyo ko so biwo to me lafta abulala doctor nyata ya check bira ya check aje ko ala blood ni she still need more blood akai ko yalo nga feke mai la ta yele do ni ta yelo la andu ni fata jantola hajiti jadu la yelo man bete ya right now. She just sit down and cry about the old Jube cantity. Abe kumboka kake mai ko can you please yet I go to Losan ngon sunjuno no kedino le jepuri ami because me falo. Ake ba kai ko man ta fala be yelo do sotola. Ha. So kema fiti da doctor ya ko la kai ko ni man na ila musoba fala andun tola hajiti ji.
Wow.
So muso nyin afata wala nyama. It's very sad.
So,
Tema mira doctor nyanto ofala la patient to wonya mateti. Ni ta fatan tala hajiti ji. Nal mana yellow fina. Hani andu atare yellow so it'll be yellow bondi la wato mine yellow mi mabo. It was too late. Yeah.
Just look at that.
oh my goodness,
That's
this
very
is
sad.
crazy. You
Just
ever
that
Yeah.
alone is lack of customer service, not in a public place where you serve people. You can't tell somebody, well, if you don't do this, that's none of my business. That's your business. That's why you're there. If you don't do
Yeah.
your job, we'll get you out of there. I mean, I think the president need to act and do something and start firing people, set an example. And people in Gambia also need to know that they can file a lawsuit for negligence.
Absolutely. Yeah.
You file a lawsuit for negligence, you're going to win. And when you
Yeah.
win, that will set the tone. That will set a very good example for people. And all doctors and all nurses and all people in public service will know and understand that if I don't do my job right and I cause something here, not only I'm going to lose my job, I'm also going to face charges in court. I'm also going to face the court. So people need to understand that if somebody does a negligence of their job, really file a lawsuit, but the government need to act first. And like I said, I didn't mean to cut you here, but I just couldn't keep quiet. Monday, no,
I understand. Yeah.
you know,
It's sad because right now we are even trying to find a good home for those babies. They are two beautiful twins here. The husband, all what he's saying that nin doctor na salita dulakili na yellow be bulima yellow na musola fafata. So I think he's having some mental issue now. So yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. Because the wife was crying, and you can see in my Facebook, she was sitting down crying. Her two babies are there, and even the bed, they have no bed seat. Darabo fakata lara onyinka.
Look at that.
Dindi wala ndi dami, musonye besirin dami. Very sad. Yeah.
Wow.
Because I live at a hospital, you have to go with your own bed seat. Yeah.
Okay. All right.
So definitely, this is a okay. Beside the people, many along been not been caring. This is also our system of government, our healthcare ministry, people who need to prioritize this, because every health is important, but important areas people can easily die, which is this one. So first of all, there should be bed sheets available for pregnant people. You don't have to leave that to the family. I mean, I don't know what this government is capable of doing, really, besides wasting waste, because this is a place to prioritize. Secondly, you still have to make sure that the citizens have blood. I mean, I don't know how it is supposed to be done, but at least blood's no longer available in it, so that people can have access to it regardless. And then to say that you don't have a fridge to store the blood, I mean, that's why people are not giving. I thought people are reluctant to give blood. No,
people are ready. I'm not trying to interrupt you, but since we start with this Women's Life Matters, post every time. So you will even see people call me and say, write my name. I don't want to see this anymore. But the problem even is we lost another one young lady, me alone. Biring nga bulot sambana tol fama wolon no mano nyinta ta je yara fa ni a bulot fanan samba ni bela bulot tal. There is a money you have to pay for the hospital, $100 or something. Put it all in the bulot kela malam for back min kono for mono. So if you don't have that money, then even nintola bulot bije still now ila muso manta bulot nyin total. So that's how he lost his wife, because he did not have anything.
$100.
Yes. You have to pay to buy something to, it's just crazy. Those I don't
So
like even repeating
another
that
thing
word.
that I was gonna ask, and then Binta and Alas can come in. What I'm from community, is it because the healthcare people, they don't know how medical expertise needs sort of, or is it because facilities in the or is it because mole from boka pareka ka to go extra mile pour ka mol makoy.
No, imang train sort of. No solman train sort of. Because ninta nga yellow nga musudo fanan lost last week. Nga yellow deal yellow busu sab. So muso nga bama tulo fa man dia. So until what I do, nenga yellow deal after 24 hours I will call and follow up. So we'll be a follow up nying kenga call kenga foko he nyum me nyunu call kan me so but there's another lady yalon ko tu yele di wala jel. There's another lady the same Birkama hospital nga yellow di men. So nga wok la dindo nying call nkai ko me nyum so try kan bari maso ka ko nyemero nyi yala tulo mandi yamba to ngata nga dial mimba kunto. So birin tata yo ye bo telefono diala nga fay ko ye ibe nyaadi la ko nyem bijan kay ko kita nyaadi nga yellow min dia ko nye hani de ma yellow din tela jankai. What do you mean? Ako ma yellow di lang kay itondi ayato fo nga be se ko tan sungu to jin ko nye to nyala mi alla mul nata yellow fe janna bari ma di ala fono kay bari ko asula ta yellow la urgently fo di mune keta ako nyente malon kay okay telefono sama no so nyi nga to di no so la no so ya jiba ko nye he ntoli nyina tale ako nye ntoli nyina tale to nyala anyenta yellow so to la mo to ngata ngate.
So that's womu negligent, womu dokulo
Yeah,
balati, womu kind of.
so when they start putting the blood she die. Yeah,
Just look at
they
that.
forget.
Wow. Alas, what do you have to say?
Yeah, just crazy, just sad, One, no professionals. Two, there is no respect for health of the people, And I mean,
Yeah,
only God can save the
there
Gambians,
is
I
not.
think, because
They're suffering.
we,
Yep,
we,
our
we
women
once
are
got
suffering
we
every
once
day.
got we once made this topic. I think that was Women Life Matters. We talk about it also, but it's very, very sad. That's why I say that is not only women concern. The men should be also active and support you too, because they are your men.
Yeah,
So it's not a problem of women. Women are our mothers. They are our wives. And because of men, women are having these problems because then women get
yeah,
pregnant and have to risk their life. So they should be concerned too. I mean, it's a general problem. From
yeah,
from the last person to the president. You know, some have
yeah.
the
And I
chance to
just want
send
them to
their
make a
wives
law
away.
about this here.
Yeah, some have the chance to send their wives away.
Yeah,
So that they'll not even encounter such a problem, and some cannot. So that means the people who cannot, they are living in a risk. You know, and it's very sad that you have, especially life-saving material. You just say you forgot about it. So, and these people they are working. You know, I cannot just understand the situation because this is something they should not even forget when they already asked that it's important, and they have volunteers, and how can you be a volunteer and then you have to even pay for something, when the government should have refrigerator and, blood bank and everything, you know, so they don't have it. The people come to volunteer and still there is no support, there is no conservation, nothing. I mean, I don't know. Maybe the Minister of Health will say something. I think that is more important than any other thing because, as Sam said, one life is too much. You know, you can live today, you don't know tomorrow. But these are problems. Some people up there they don't even know it.
Right.
They run with their wives to Dakar, but how many Gambians can afford that? Which is even the same because being a country, everybody is driving the biggest car. you cannot even have a refrigerator. Or when people are sick, they have to look for another country, So, I mean, we need to prioritize, I used to say ABC analysis. Which one first, then B, C, like that, up to Z. But you cannot take Z as the most important thing and leave A and B, So here, people have to, but there's no doubt, because when you put the wrong people in the right places, you cannot get the right thing in the right at the right time. And this is our problem in the Gambia, because I'll take somebody, for example, who is in my party. That's where they look. They don't look at where are the Gambian professors. They look who is
and support my
wearing the same
agenda.
piece. That's it. Who is in my party? Who was dancing for me? Who voted me? Nonsense. That is not taking Gambia anywhere. They have to take the people. There are a lot of Gambians educated. They don't even have a party. Take them, give them the tools, let them do it, and we go forward. But to take such people as minister or I don't know, who don't even know what to do. You understand? You'll be paying them a lot of money, but they are not professionals. How can they, where are they going to take Gambia?
Yeah.
Where? And even if people die because of somebody is not a professional, he's also part of it. We used to say a president was killing and torturing, but I don't see any big difference when people go to hospital and die also.
Yeah, absolutely.
There must be a responsibility somewhere. If I am there to save my people, then I have to also take a step and show my Gambian people, I am going to save you. I'm not just only talking, but I'm a doer. Things like that. I'm not just going to build the biggest bridge in the world and you go to hospital and die. That means I didn't take the most important thing in front. Even the people who are voting for me, when they die, then I lose voters. Even thinking from there. And the people dying are our sisters, our mothers, our wives. It should not be.
Yeah.
I think maybe the Minister of Health can say something about this or give something, because even if you see about this corona, I mean, when I just see what's going on in Gambia, I mean, it's nice to be like that, but we are living in a very, very dangerous place there. Nobody talk about it. Nobody talk about it. Why? Because when they talk about it, they cannot go to their rallies. But it's dangerous. And people are dying. I'm seeing people announcing 3 deaths in the family.
Yeah.
If you go to Gambia statistics, they try to show you 1 death. You understand? But people are dying.
Yeah,
I know that. I know
you.
that.
Yeah.
I know that. These statistics you see you can forget it.
Yeah.
If you see these statistics, you will think Gambia is the most healthiest at the moment. That is all fake. Because people are dying.
Yeah.
Some they don't have the data, some don't even want to talk about it. But I'm seeing people announcing, oh, my mother died yesterday, and today my sister. So that is suspicious. That the corona is just doing his job in Gambia. Nobody cares. Nobody thinks about it. So how can you, through this death, say 1 death? There must be something wrong. False information. Because the whole world is having the second phase and the corona is doing wonders. How can Gambia be an exception? From there, you can know that it's all fake. People should take care and try to protect themselves. We've been advising the people all the time here, So neglecting that to inform the people about the corona and the dangers, that is also a big responsibility, I think.
Yeah.
Let us call a spade a spade.
No, they are all tied together. They're all tied together. Definitely. Thank you, Al.
I think this one is worse.
One death is too much. One death is too much for Gambia. It should not happen.
We have 14 days from Tuesday to Tuesday. We have 14 young people. Another young girl, she was very young. I think she's 20-something years old. So she went to Banjuluding Health Center. So what they told her that we don't have enough bed for you. After 6 hours, she has to go home with her triples.
Just look
And
at
they are
that.
premature babies here. So now what happened? Let me speak Mandinka. Me keta all of Nyintiko. Atata loptalo nyinto awulu ta ya triple solo wulu, but they are premature, they are very little. So ana can see nani. So ya faiko jallara on fatal, you have to go. Even the in-laws Alabitan is trying to reach there. Oko alwe muntu ako iko say. They don't even check her blood, they don't check anything, they send her home. So when they told her, if that's what they didn't ya make so didn't ye morom fonyo kanema, ita ye massage, you're going to be fine. So when she get home, akala mole konte man kende embalo vele kandi because she has normal delivery. She was in pain. So then she cry and tell her husband, take me back to that hospital. And when it started Banjuni hospital, he told we don't have enough bed here. Then she has to go to Kanifi. She went to Kanifi for after many hours. They tried to figure out. Okay, I'll need a blood, not a blood trainer. And the other lady give her wrong blood again. She was victim with wrong blood again. So when it only a wrong blood diwola, yalong kabina fale ya send Banjun hospital. Send Banjun if you without no paperwork. So the doctor asked them, okay, in the paper lali yellow bindia. Akemako iman paper dinner. So I think these people are foolish. The doctor called the Canfi hospital. I think he know the person who do this wrong stuff. And he's trying to talk to them. What kind of blood did you guys give it to her? So they tell him that it's a wrong blood. That time the lady was dying. She was in so much pain. I think
Very
one thing to
sorrowful.
Gambia only in Kamina when we need at the hospital or dingo sotogi. Yeah, make so doctor Ulkani before 2 days. Woman, okay, that's not okay.
Sister
So
Mbale,
I triple sol wulu. Yeah, I say so. Fake a bay.
mela kumo kuntu.
Mm-hmm.
Mela kumo kuntu. But jambe nyameng.
Yeah.
Ni tia demand.
Mm-hmm.
Ni ya demand. Itelite sonna because ikafene ko patient do nyantana la sa ni te ko betula ni patient do nata la raw man siyaja.
Yeah, what if you
Ni
find
bita lopta no say ni la everything bere bita. Exactly ko la ger itel ka hawjele te wuludro. Hani nyante te ke ala nyame te ke ala wo nyama. Itel man ke ya.
But it
Nte
didn't
men dan
support
la Mr. President bul jana abita silo da dala molie iko Gambia musol kanne jani be silo da dala molie yemo la life safe follow after na silo da because nyin ko sa sembo wara baba bata la system bala nte nyin men ka pamelo but ninga moy nka men feel ni ala dama because momo yala tata e wulu tale yala wulu be nyamen momo ka tulu wulu wala ma wulu wala andu momo fana e ka duwala ni itata foy ke bayata e ficho soto hani ta fate dingole taraji bal musubuka duwa ye wulu ye dingol to molbul sa nyim bebe kere nyin diamo bebe kere how many months musol be kumbola na life man safe Minister of Health aman son ka finta man diam anda tulo ya moyle membe kere abederin tek nte I am very disappointed about Mr. Dr. Samata disappointed la kuala wallahi because sa ni te ko sa ni kono bi nta ko la fa nka fa ni tebe musodol advice la science center mba fa na tare se we soto sa e kana kono ta science center ni ala ba kele because wala ni i wuluta suwo fanan kono ni tara loptano re i wuluta suwo kono fe memuta ni tara loptano re ka fa nen temala
I had that
wala
one
problem woti ila ko bebe koleara anu momo e kadwa ni be wulule e kana bata e man bata dame e man bata soto dame e bola prifala kata ita bata ibe kuma non so dolbe je fa itani patient o kata mobile o kata rebul ibe la mobile o fingala e kamta mobile o men betel bul wota mobile so ama easy Gambia health is very very poor health sector is very 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 poor atan sasa do kata ni tata loptano te ka boro men di rom medicine call dila koni tata do data doctor men ya fa ko nyinje because last time te fibroid soto yola ke na banjul ama easy
We have that
This is that
problem.
nuclear water back. I'm pretty sure Dr. Samate and the presidents will listen to this because we gotta say it to them, and then maybe they will have some takeaway. But
ni mo ken ite na voter sotol Gambia women so ite na vote sotol.
And I really
because
when there is nobody there, then there is nobody to vote.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah. So also very important point. Ni only ni muso konoma, especially member kono start kan ni banta. What that means wala one the dingolmen from base of la dunia. What happened anymore? I dingolmen soto wada malbe tulaje. So it's very important that the women soul protect, because if we want the population to increase, the for wululale soto, ne wululal man soto, then the problem most of that. Secondly, kewol fodang alaje memfo I agree kewol nanta kilera dok woti le kana nyimbula musul bulo kewol nanta wulale ya fuko ikanela musul kara kono di la musul la ninyi system mo man naman fix, because in your kono di la musola you are responsible wo musola fa la responsible tala, so kewol be anante la kurso mutalale ikana kono di la musola.
Right. On when Mr. Sawaneh,
this is
and
serious,
when the
man.
ladies are demonstrating, they have to also help them. And
Women also should demonstrate, because for demonstration, I will later on the street. You know, Keol Nalman will fasa to make sure that blood no sort of to make sure that government press Kamala na life be secure nyame konota then fananta konota, then we would not give children, because na life level is risky. This is serious. This is more than crazy. Like nana maje, in the history Nisifa Akake, in the history of our lives, dunia falling and then we can come back to that. What caused all this? Why now? Maybe in so fana explore no why is it that ning abukake no ndola wulu watu ndol bamal ka wulule didn't say didn't tang in another man hospital of Fonwaje. This is also another area me alanko in the audience so sensitized kajibe mantara munake kan why this is happening.
Yeah, I think number one, people used to eat very healthy. You don't have choice. Yeah, is very good for pregnant women. Ninkono be la ning ila ning kuchal ni la ning jambolo abete yata bakin. So yalo Gambia wo time o mol maka use bol ni fengol do mo baki yajer. But sai fe wo fen ning tulo man fa bolo kono fay fenk. Subo man siya je fen nem fe man dia drong Gambia ka fol ko nyindo mo man dia. Andu number 2 fanan sai ngamin ntol ngamin krosi je wala mnyenti ko muso jama bije ke la fango witar domoro Gambia man tar sone yarinde. Complain that ko le kela before no Momodou Sima ka sotole ntol be bata Gambia. When I was young ika Sima do mo faya to wo so mo yakandin bari sa ite bita kordaje mal ko ne wo so mo je molbe kini kandin do laji aman siya de so na man sakunda fana nyanta tirai lele na musukono mal makoy because jan fango ka musukono mal makoy le ka ke mune kama itol da maman tere baluka mo fulal be baluka dol mo sab because imalo jelle be kon number 2 fana temi muna main problem of fango ni mol mini fana be ñu op ike transfer different hospital fo jandi ka futa ferio fana ferio close, so why can't they do something about this? Puruni muso na anyanta emergency sotola kata banjun nim ferio man soto don atebe fala. That had been happening for a long time. I think they should do something about that.
Nico ferio to go to where?
I even write it on my Facebook. Ikamin ke wala mnyiti ko ni bata ko minyomi tedi iko itanyu loptando to so ni na to put a cross because sometimes they will refer them to Banjun Kodi. So muso nyim banta kunu wala ya fa because a ferio le yada.
So why ferio yedang so ferio kana how often?
They close. They closed. She can't have another ferry until tomorrow. So they are taking her back and she died on her way.
Look at that. Why should a ferry from close? Why should that close even?
Yeah, this is the
You know?
problem. And nyina keta.
Wakatu kelala, wamuna system mod.
I
Alama
happen
dalala,
to
bara
since
wakatu kelala.
women's life matters.
Why can't you have something like that? A critical a critical
there should
road
be an
like
emergency. Yeah. There should be emergency board or whatever they can help them to their life to be safe. Yeah. And I didn't want to. Then I know we open fundraising for that beautiful girl. So it's just sad. It's very sad. Yeah.
Okay, so I just want to hit this one more time. Nunto, beside Domoro, what else do you think we are not doing? Mulka fasa before, I mean, compared to the past, because I think something changed in our community.
Yalo pass nyimfana musijama ka ulusu wala kono kodi.
Right.
Yo sai bari musijama kata hospital like inta kami for ikatal. Bari buke la borol fananta. Boro fana mu problem mo sonta kami fo wona nyinte ko ni ta lopitani ni boro dila na ke fono nda ke nyamini. Try to go back. Ila doctor or whatever they are seeing there. Afo ko nyimboro nyin akanya minine because aboro nyin abeba ko ila minne balo ko ne malo bayrin Gambia ni any complications so you are going to die because number one we have kere fatu ni fatu jaw mane na advice a program also kere fatu what Dr. Amber was saying that was very sad story too ay muso jamin na to buluwola ya makoi but there is a point me along ko na be Senegal ala life be safe but Gambia fatala because of masiko dole tiye. Well, that program is still in YouTube. Ako oya bala fala because I alone ko ni Senegal mo nyim muso nying atafala. Ala life will safe but because of Gambia masiko tiye sonte ba fala ba di muso le fane ko bayri ntoro nga alone ko iyabe nyami nga try by own means kana nyi la problem so ala la boro mi. Ala la boro ming because nali fata al dingol kapata ko male.
So Nico Boro, is it the local hubs or the one Mayalong Kabo Hospital?
No, it's the one from the hospital. The local hub, I don't think they have it anymore. And I remember my mom used to give me that. And it worked. But you know, say mama will be caring. And the world they are very good because in Tolbama Nyole will ma and two swine killer. So if we can go back to that one too, it's okay. Yeah, I think they are the best because the parents only have my mom have 8 children. Ako wala tanu ano naman yung child birth problem also so ninyo na ba life safe la why can they go back to that one too?
So
mela dia mo kuntu bari comme ni tala loptan ro kono bele ka fifa men dila yala wo purira yelo kana problem soto musu jamal beje ni e fifa dile buka son ka amin e ka fa noro man die dol beje wol kay to nya buka son ka amin ni botal loptan to re kala ndira tablo kane buka amin koten o fanam problem nyanto advice dila muso la ni e fifa dila loptan amin ya make so ko jani ala be wulundira lu men ni boro dila ya amin but jamal beje buka son ka amin ka e ka fa noro man die so buka son ka amin.
Wow. Okay. And that's very bad.
So sometimes also maybe imam believe ala fanang. But nanta in local medicine nanta explore that like na society kono nanta try lale local medicine ni exploit more fanang people fanang in the citizens. Nkana tuwa wiya muta bake fanang. I am a fan of local and then the other medicine, you know, the scientific one. So that way, either one you can apply, you see what works. Because Musdamal Bejeka Wuluno Sokono, they don't even have to go to the hospital. And they don't even need blood. They become dizzy. In the past. So why can't we explore that also while our government, our health ministry will find yet make sure at least free moment na kana problem mode. Na ro Gambia ka pare pour que blood di.
Ala yalo.
Kil hanin free cost $1 million. Wo kodo nyi wo manya na o ko fong for multula mo balti from the government sector and then from the health ministry. Ni wo fana man no citizen souls are try to raise it. I'll get someone, you know, you guys, I mean, I'll communicate, at least more free so me along ko jelo be tarla te pour ñu kamala emergency blood pour ni momo ni nata a qualified, let them use the blood based on the blood type, but katara jewo nyama mul ka ko kata blood ni o kandi kando kono that doesn't make sense. Is like, you know, killing somebody because you know blood so no la nyaadi la men no amari la blood be match la at that time abe ko ala le bake. So remember, we have to be proactive instead of reactive. Yeah. So allow women's life, Gambian women's life matter. Also investigation keno mole ka tibe masingoning, you know, like namo sort of free joining. Then people raise fun. I think that's the best.
We have fundraisers coming on February 17. So we even want to have blood bank because buying Lopitan is very difficult. It all put in more for because until like to me along banyunundi ya transfer ko ya bula imanya na bula time mo minangi call, but they are very aggressive. Even the doctors, their answer is very nasty. Oh, yalong iman taras bangko nyingkang imalong munibijang nyungulu saya metale. It's not about that. Don't get upset. We are all trying to help. More by you can nyim problem over cake and yamin, but it's too much for them to understand. It only need the amount of wrong everything about politics. This is not about politics, it's our life, our women's life. Our women are dying every day, and our young women are crying. It's us they are calling. Last week I call to Sweden, but in bad control because and she was looking for baby over 10 years. So it's very sad to hear that coming in your muso ite be dulati bo comfortable abala banko kanga kala tax joda ma kala fengo be joda mi I felt na health center ke ala fo work siya ka fo ko mal fika dingo sot so jamale be kala na doctor olti sama jamale be kala na mansake fo ti sama nin dingo man so gambe ti tanya so na doctor fa na ba fele ko let them just join hand together, let's all work together. They have money to send them to Senegal and America. So for them, na poor people all mini bije, innocent people all mini yalonko, the victims all mini yalonko ka fai manya fala. This is something it can be avoidable, and they know that. But in here for ko in Jawara to mola ka fala what 51 years ago, mola ka fala ya jeme to mola ka mol kono farale. Are you the only one who to stand up that ko barola man sakunda mola ka fa? You have something against Barrow. That's not true.
That's the problem with Gambia. Every step you take, they always think it's politics. That's why many people can even not say the truth. You understand? They are too political minded that any action they politicize it, you know, because they don't know how to do it. That's what I'm always talking about. So to what you said, I just wanted to add something, Mr. Sawaneh, if I'm allowed.
Yeah. Go ahead. Then Sam can come.
I just wanted to say that, okay, maybe we realizing that we have more debts than before. We can also happen to the increase of our population. That is one. Two, what Mala said. Many people are not healthy because they don't take a lot of vitamins on vegetables because of their affordability, because many people cannot afford it. So it is very sad, you know, just because they are poor, they have to take the consequences, you know. That is also should not be in our society, whereby some people are throwing the money through the windows, you know. I think that needs to be looked at. And then the second thing is when we don't have, in such an emergency matter, professionals in the hospital, you know, that is also a danger. How can somebody give blood and nobody knows where this blood is and things like that? And before it was said that it's emergency, people try and give blood, and nobody knows after. So I think here is, and I don't know, we need professionals, especially about lives. This is a very critical situation, very critical. We need to have good people. When they are not schooled well, then must the government also try and see that they bring experts and then get this training. It's not costing much. Even if it is a problem, we can try and get maybe loan from World Bank. They used to support such things, but you have to come and explain it, with good grounds. So there'll be also no problem, even if they say they don't have the money. But when they do that, who knows where this money is going again? We have from the COVID-19 a lot of millions pumped, So people are still asking, where is the money? So I being a president, I think make sure that this money goes to the life of the people. I mean, it's nice to build a bridge and a big car, but when the people are not healthy, they cannot use it. So, and it's good to buy an ambulance, but when there is no fuel, people cannot also use it. When the ambulance driver is asking the people to give them the money for fuel, then what's the use of having
$500.
Yeah, just look at that. How many Gambian people can afford that? So just because of that, they are going to die. So I think here the Minister of, I used to support him, Minister of Health, the fact that he came out and talked about the corruption going in that institute, I have a big respect for him as a Gambian who is ready to do that, and especially in the parliament. Normally it's their job, their duty to do that, not a minister. And then what came out of it? Nothing. So who is to blame when people are dying? Many people used to say, I want to be a president, but without knowing the responsibility, all. It's just like the whole Gambia are your son. It's a huge
Yeah.
responsibility. That's why nobody look at. And when it comes to work, everybody run away. But everybody want to be a president. You understand? I mean, that is not only Gambia, it's the whole of Africa. They fight for president, but they are not fighting to go and work. The whole fight is just for their privileges, but not to kill themselves and offer themselves, sacrifice themselves for the people. You understand what I mean? But to be a president, they are ready to die. They are ready to do everything. But when they are there, everybody sees nothing. Then they start to think where they're going to start. Picking on professional people, putting the wrong people in the wrong places, in the right places. Do you want the country to go forward? But the Minister of Health should come out and talk about this thing, or talk to the president about this thing, or even go to the parliament and talk about it. Life of Gambians are very important. I think that's my take. And people should try and eat more vegetables if they can than meat and oil, because our eating tradition is also very poor. Especially being a pregnant woman, your body needs a lot of minerals, a lot of vitamins. You know, you have to eat a lot of vegetables, a lot of fruits. Maybe that's the problem, because our mothers don't have such problem because they were eating different. You understand? Our way of eating. And then we have also this how to call it, environmental problem, because those days, as I said, there weren't many cars. Gambia is full of all cars from Europe now, which are not even allowed to drive here because they know that they are poisonous. And in the Gambia, you don't even have roads. You have cars for
Yeah.
100 years, and these are very dangerous. That's why the white people say, the white Europeans say no, not at this place. You understand? So, and then the women are also pregnant, inhaling this gas the whole day. Nobody is thinking about it, but that is also very dangerous and very poisonous, especially for a pregnant woman. So this is another factor.
Mm-hmm.
And then we have another big problem. Many people cannot afford to eat good. I think you mentioned it here.
Yeah.
Just because of poverty, you know, they are living in disadvantage. I mean, we don't expect anybody to, not everybody to have money. But when the government sees that these people are poor, then I'll also try to make something to make sure that they have their needs, especially the women who are pregnant. You know, they should not fight for anything. They should not have fear for anything, or having fear to go to hospital and not coming back home. You know,
Yeah.
that is the saddest thing I've ever had. You know, and if a government don't take steps for these things, then it's just showing you that they want you to vote them, but they don't care about you. So when people care about you and vote for you have to show them something in terms. I think that is a fair balance. You know,
Right. Thank you.
so that we can neglect this problem.
Yeah, that's a good point, Alas. So Mbading, and Binta, since I told you guys are very familiar with this topic. Now, what is your advice? Like what is your overall Franco advice to to the Gambian women and also like to the people in our community, putting in Kamala. Ngamul makoy men yaron ko wulu economata and inanta wulula in the hospital. What are the takes that they need to do? I know the government has a responsibility to fulfill, which is to to improve the healthcare system and also provide the necessary equipment and then the professionalism. The health minister and then people working in the department supposed to train their people, get more qualified, nurses and the caring people, many alonko, they need to be, like they need to be very welcoming and go extra mile to save life because the life they are saving is their own. Their family, somebody, they know they're related to, or somebody. Gambia is all one. We are all related. So,
Mhm.
battle bulu me alon ko ali aje ko like many alon ko inanta kela pour kanya situation no nyi ka solve ka improve ngala na to solve 100% because babu falentale we all agree that molla domonya a falentale and we can only advise people but you cannot force people to eat certain way any government form or some sort of we have all this mass product of food coming from Europe, lefty chicken oil many or left only chicken momalo but a daminto gamino kifa wala like instead of growing their own product mole bangadin to we are not growing what we are not eating what we grow, we are eating from from the west many are waste product from China and other places.
Yeah.
Okay, for the world. Whilst we have the land, we have the irrigation, we have fresh water, we have Samado and Kodi and Bekanasi combo. All these things are killing us. They are killing us. Neither they until we grow up kan time moment. We used to work. Like our own. There's nothing that comes from the west. Or time or Brentul Benum Badi Busware Kunda. And then but we all move down, abe into where we are. Abe, we want to be of course, yeah, to where we are is okay when it comes to like having good hospitals and medical and good knowledge and so forth. But not always from a manana borla from that. Because even here in the West, let me tell you something, they farm. But the way they farm, it will fall up from wafi is business. So they don't care. They don't care. They want to make money. If a chicken on you in Jakla in 3 months, it will be a full chicken so that you can eat that and then they will make money. But they themselves will not eat that. So people who are conscious of health, they will not eat that. They will grow a different kind of food that comes natural. Okay, will take a long time, but they will eat that, to be healthy. So more can understand Chinese food. A Chinese man will make Chinese food from a very bad oil and other ingredients, and he will never eat that. But he will sell it for people who are
Mhm.
More many are lazy that you conscious to buy that and consume it because guess what? They want the cash money. They want fast money. So this is the same thing that is happening right now. All this shipment of food to Africa is all to pollute us. So while we have our land, okay, let's go and grow. Growing things doesn't make you look local or doesn't make you look like you are not Western. People here, they farm. If you go to the south, down south, and other places, there are some white people, all they know is farming. And they are living, they have nice houses.
Yeah.
Okay? So until Lamol Boka conscious, we just go with one mind. You know, Nimul Bekara Combo, Beta Combo, CJ. The place is we are you know, we are eating junk food in Gambia.
Yeah.
Imagine eating junk food in Gambia. That's no excuse.
You know, Mr.
Yeah.
Sawaneh,
So
I
Nimbe,
mean,
it impacts our health. So we need to also advise people to start, you know, moving away from that. So musol farang alngata back to tradition. Alkana traditional la nibita malonte manke musoti. So I never been pregnant before. So nta phone la ka kenyami. But ngalon na ko kono mala, you know, there are some things that, you know, kebali melong ikama o ika domo o ika kenyadile aka wulo ni soni and people. I think we should go back to that. Still stay with your doctor. Still do the, you know, your normal exercise. But I think, you know, Nanta, this is a collective effort. Okay? From the government side, from the health military side, from our citizen side. So we need to
Yeah.
take care of ourselves. Yeah, musul fanang kewol nante makoela during this process. Don't sit aside and think, oh, I have no idea about this. No, learn. You know, you see Alita on Google or you make some research. You know, muskona manyan another keleton, and then ask people, local people. Still, we have some alive. Let's transfer knowledge. Still, there are some people in our community, many Kebal. Let's grab knowledge from them and share the knowledge. Yeah. But anyway, Mbale, you can go ahead and then we can probably have our
Yeah.
final.
Anyway, yeah, healthy food domo ro mi fangala no ko gunjurun kol walni walman na sukute domo ibu ko kontan. They all want to come to Sukuta and eat. So eat your food there. It's very healthy. Gunjur people. Anyway, na bota wala ko mi ya fanya mi dal. Ntabe mi fola na molie. All what I advise people, number one, near Konota, Gambia, you are not safe. What you need to do, a try yellow blood group number long. Is very, very important. And number two, ila family member long min nila blood match ta. Ingen talon na le ini jumala blood match te fake mala family lomba, feta fong la family lomba. Yeta hospital ya make so kontela blood ni na blood instead of emergency. Me along ko ita body na Gambian women's life matter don't need to call anybody. It any water but la hospital a yellow dealer because nima yellow soto ibe falal. Because right now take a more advice word a mal. A trial kila blood group number muminti sa je nibe wrong blood group dealer la ita salon ko. They are giving me the wrong one. And mi mo problem of the Gambia fana ni molta ta lopitano to ibuka kaito read ika sign me is very important and iman karang ike ma bula ay kaito read wala ya natali ya ki dingoli sa in telephone be kerine because sometimes ike bula fenna fana sign no mi alon kaman correct and number 3 tol fana ka ma ko ro kenya mi wolom nyinti ko ning ali problem o soto lopitano to ala try alia evidence soto al natalo liki because ngan on lawyer soto le barna lawyer kan yinen ka evidence le right now only 2 cases soto mi alon ko evidence soto all these crazy ones we have no evidence ni a faida ala tente lu abu kata wo nyama so wo fana nga fo ko nei mo ye kuje lopitano to because sun kutudo e musudo video muso nyina to lopitano to dinno wala mu adingo ba bulo kono tenti so bebe groupe ni be siri no so nata dinno nyimba kumbola kay ko ita dingo be do yarin tenti ita to kodoma iji bebe nyamin dinno fa ngi matte ke anu so she was crying
Yes.
amalundi molla kono ngamira no so manya no kela mola so muso nyimbe kumboka ya video so wono so nyi ngaka tala foy wo bay because atala do ko men ko to purka kana ka wandi dingo malundi mol be kono So iyanta trial ka evidence soto because nima evidence soto ani ngolopitalo fanan ko nyine kete ka fa aman soto. So another big problem that, but it's the very important thing. Gambia musol ala try ali ala blood group number long because nga nyim problem jumale soto ala la blood group number long iba jella ko ya mo fanal long family kon ini la blood maita ana man ke wuloti ni any problem also this of al karu ko mandi nyen na be mu yela kini wonto if he is healthy to give blood he will so binta fana bulay diam.
Okay, Binta, your final take on this, and then we come to Alice.
Okay, meme vola na musula ni me yala ko eso beta kono bel mero balla ko nyoka e mero nyin kila friend because mero nyin han say mambang mero dolbe je ni la wulu wato sutu yatel e ka fenne ko jibayabe sunkan kelal de problem oti sister mbale jan
She's frozen.
It's gone. The Gambian network.
Yeah, and these days there's a lot of problems, especially with WhatsApp. I think this week.
Yeah.
Okay, so Alas, your final word, Alas, before Binta comes.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, there's not much to say, but I just wanted to say that then the women can organize themselves and then like groups and try to give blood, you know, and try to contribute maybe also for the conservation, like 1 freak, 2 freak, you know, to make sure that they help themselves. So right, till the government start to think of them, not to sit and wait for them. People are dying, and it's nobody's concern.
Yeah.
You know, that is very sad, and yeah, and we need to have professionals at these critical stations or positions, you know, to save lives. You know, this is all about professionalism because a doctor knows that he's there to save life and not to tell people something bad in such a situation. You know, all these things you need to learn it. But if I don't learn it, I cannot know it.
Yeah.
And if I don't know it, I'm going to do it the wrong way. You know, and that is not only in the hospitals. We see it all over. That's why Gambia is moving. As I say, it's all trial and error. You know, as if there are no professionals in the Gambia. You know, but they never use the people who should help the people because of their political interests. Because for them, every step must be political, which is nonsense. That is not bringing Gambia anywhere. It's very sad, though. I don't have much to say. I think the Minister of Health should come out and say something.
Yeah.
I think it's the best because I myself I lost a relative through that, you know, lack of blood in the hospital. And that was not this government. You understand? Which is very sad. That should not be happening today in the Gambia. That is very sad. Sorry for all women, and we have to also think of all who lost their life, you know, but it should not happen. So it's okay, Mr. Sawaneh, you can take.
Thank you. Thank you, guys. Balen, you guys are doing a wonderful job.
Thank you.
Gambian Women Life Matters need all the support. Please keep us informed, and then we can also inform our viewers to, in terms of raising fund for good fruit strategy and to encourage more people to donate blood. But again, it's a collective responsibility. Let make sure that you contact the local older people and then get some help, from the local side, and make sure it drinks your medicine, follow up, and then let's sensitize, and then also governments should take a huge step in this. I'll communicate this with the Ministry of Health, Sawaneh and his team about some of this concern, and even send them these videos and the office, and then if they watch it, fine. If they take it, fine. But at least people are out here to express. This has nothing to do with politics. This is just Gambian life matters. Gambian women life matters. Thank you, our viewers, and then we will catch up again.
Thank
you
for coming.
Thank you. Bye.
Alas.
Yeah,
Thank you.
Binda is already gone. So
Winter
bye.
is gone, yeah, but we'll
Take
talk. Yeah.
care. Take care.
Thank you. Right.